Welcome back to the Rhode Show this morning in the Buzz.
Do you think in another life I could have been a bird?
What do you mean? Don't do it.
Say I'm a bird.
Stop it. Stop it now. You're a bird. If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
Okay.
I'm laughing at it. It's a sweet movie.
God, I'm not getting heckled from
You
everybody.
haven't even seen
Look,
it.
There are people who are behind the camera who never say anything who are heckling me because of this movie. Happy couples, that's what we are. The Valentine's
That's what we
Day.
are.
Well,
That's what we are.
That's who we are. See, this is what makes
Pretty much.
This is what makes it work. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, eHarmony studied over 2,000 people in relationships, and they asked what made them perfectly happy.
The results, well, similar personalities, political views, and educational backgrounds. So we want to know what makes a happy couple. What do you think?
Well, I think it has to be. Although, I think when you first start going out with someone, I think they laugh at your jokes.
Yeah.
And I think they get your sense of humor. I'm not so sure that works after a certain amount. After a while, I think they've.
So tolerance is up there.
Tolerance has to be part of that. I would absolutely say tolerance has to be part of that. But I think a sense of humor. I think there's always someone who's probably maybe the stronger one in a relationship, and maybe someone who's kind of like the even keel, who's kind of balances everything out, who knows when to step back, and you got to be cool with that too. Some people aren't cool with that.
I'll agree with that aspect in some sense. I think balance and loyalty are huge things. Balance, but I think both parts of the relationship can take on that role.
Sure.
If someone's having a bad day, someone's down, the other one has to be right there to pick them back up. If you're having a tough day, and let's say you have kids or whatever, the other one, okay, maybe you gotta step it up a little bit. Maybe you have to take the reins. Hey, we got this. It's teamwork.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be.
It's loyalty because and it's also acceptance. Accepting the person for who they are, including their faults.
Sure.
And I think also the ability to let things go.
Right.
Whether it's a fight you're having, to the ability to make up in a timely manner, quickly, that's kind of nip this in the bud, or just working past any issues, whether it's monetarily speaking. I also think just knowing that you are a team in this. I've had this conversation with my husband, years before we got married, of even just, I would move for you. I would, you'd kind of take that leap. If you have a great opportunity, I'm going to support you.
Right, and go.
I'll do whatever we can to, let's maintain your happiness just as much, caring enough about the other person.
And then you add kids into the mix. And then that's a whole other thing. It just is.
Well, that's another challenge. Yeah, and I'm sure other things come into play.
Other things come into play all the time. You have to make sure that they are okay. They become, such a huge focus of of both of your lives, and you have to really agree on that and really make sure that you're guiding them the right way too. For a lot of people, it can be really. When you're just a couple, it's one thing, but then you add kids into the mix, and it can add a whole other dimension of stress to the whole thing, and that can really test, if you're really meant to be together.
Well, I think that's another great reminder too of remember that it is the two of you together.
First.
Yes, your kids are always coming first, but you still need to have that solid relationship of that partnership that you've created. You worked so hard for.
I want to have more coffee.
We have a solid partnership.
We do.
And it's a trio.
Nice to be here. You guys know the great love of my life is Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
And
I'm
Match made in heaven.
proud to say that this year I have 2 Valentines right there. I think it's good, sharing similar, I don't know what to do with these, sharing similar interests, getting along, making decisions together, mutual respect, all of those great things are, I think, what makes a good relationship.
True.
But what do I know? Well, what do our social media friends have to say? These are my Valentines, and I love you both. Let's see together as we saunter down comment lane. I, of course, will do so hand in hand. Look at it. It's Brendan in the middle right here. Mark Anthony Simonson is up first, tossing in his 2 cents. Mutual respect and having similar goals. Honesty and a support system doesn't hurt either. Josephine Slop shares her opinion as well. Having the same priorities is a big part of a successful relationship. And Jack Gibbs closes things out, sharing his pillars. Here they are. Sharing the same ideals and values, religious strength, and not taking yourself too seriously. Yes, you have to laugh. Thanks, everyone. Keep the comments flowing. We post a video every morning with the Buzz topic around 7:30 on Facebook. Comment, and we may read yours right here on the show. And while you're at it, you can follow us on all avenues of social media. We are easily found at The Rhode Show. For now, my dates and I will send things back into Michaela in the kitchen.
Hey, thank you so much, Brendan, and your beautiful, delicious dates.